system, so the windows, is this. We're cutting the top windowsill so that you don't have the exposed 2x4 showing, or 2x3 showing. We're putting in the finished plywood, and we're framing every face on the inside of the window, and then we're gonna have our acrylic sheets slide up to block the light. So that's what we're working on right now. The next step is gonna be the insulation, and then the finished plywood that goes in front of all of these studs. Shout out to our friend Jordan, who drove 4 hours. This is the second time he's done it, to come help us out. That guy over there, he's driven 4 hours twice, both was one way 4 hours, to come help us out. So awesome, thank you. All right, so what we're doing right now is about to test fit our first window for the inside framing, and that way we know before we do all the other ones, kind of like the tips and tricks for being able to do this correctly, so we don't do all of them incorrectly. This is kind of like just the trial run. So what we're doing is we bought these very nice stainless steel square bits, and these will be really good for a finished look. So always recommend getting nice finished hardware so that, you know, your finished product looks nice. Then we're going to pre-drill into the wall. We're doing the ceiling first. We're going to pre-drill with spacers into this with a jig that we made so that the screws are always in the exact spot that they should be, and that way also, besides using good looking screws, they're in good placement, and that will also give a more finished look. And then we're going to impact driver the screw in, and we should be good to go. So we'll show you how that looks and the process for that. Pre-drill and then attach these brackets, and these brackets are going to go are going to be what holds the windowsill up. So below the window, this horizontal piece is going to bracket into these posts, and then we're going to have the face material come on the sides. Up the side, we have 2 stainless steel square head screws. You don't need to use 2 screws together like this. You probably could have gotten away with 1 at each spot, but we ended up going with 2 just for aesthetics. We liked the way it looked. Looks cleaner and more intentional. We went stainless steel because we want to keep the industrial look of the bus going. And then the reason why we have this condition right here is we're gonna have a piece of wood that runs along the length of this top sill that covers it all the way down. And then we're going to have a piece of plastic that acts as our window shade slide up into place here and lock into this bottom edge. So it'll sit on this ledge and you just pull it up and locks into place. All right, Jordan, do you want to explain to everyone what you're up to?
Alright, so essentially we made this jig and pre-drilled all these holes in it so that we could lay this on top of these 3/4 inch plywood pieces. We take 2 of these and stack them on top of each other, set this jig on top of them, and we drill through 2 just because it saves time.
Alright, Jordan, we did everything.
It's done.
It's done.
It's not done, it's almost done.
Almost done. thank you again for an awesome work week.
No problem, man.
Thanks,
Glad
man.
I could be a part of it.
Alright, so I'm about to go put the bus in the barn completely by myself. There's usually at least 2 people here doing it, and it's kind of tricky because you have to make a 180-degree turn going uphill into a 150, 60-year-old barn. It's super rickety. I'm positive it's gonna fall through at like any point. I'm just like waiting to come back from work one of these days and just see the bus like through the middle of the barn. It's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm gonna do it by myself, and I guess we're gonna see if I can do it or if I clip the side of the barn and the whole thing comes down. So I'll check in with you guys to see whatever happens and let you guys know. On a side note, super convenient that we have our light switch now. So now I can drive in the bus with it lit up, which actually probably isn't a good idea because now I can't see out the windows. So I'm gonna keep those off and go from here. So I got the bus in the barn, didn't crash it. I don't know how we haven't fallen through yet. I mean, there's boards that are like, so Ryan, this is Ryan's family barn, and they're meant to hold huge farm machinery, obviously, like combines, and those are incredibly heavy, and especially the ones back from the 1800s when this was made, you know, are very, very heavy machines, solid steel. We laid down a ton of plywood. I'm trying to convince Ryan that this isn't safe. What are you beeping at? There we go.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Voyager Project.
We did it.
Oh. See, that's when I do it best, is when I just like don't even think about it and just go.